Welcome. This is Denise with Modern Priscilla Tarot. I am so glad that you are all here. Today we're doing a pick a card and the question, am I pregnant? So let's take a look at the cards and see what kind of insight we can get. Before we get started, I just want to remind anyone who has not subscribed yet, please go ahead and hit subscribe. That way you'll never miss out on a video, and I'd love to have you in the family. All right, friends. So we're going to look and see what we can see. I want to point out that it is very important that you coordinate with your doctor. This does not substitute medical treatment and so forth. So please keep that in mind. And before we set out our piles and jump around, please know that I wish you all the best on your pregnancy journey. All right, let's get going. All right, so I've got 3 decks set out here today along with an oracle deck. I have the Messenger's Oracle here with my clear quartz to open up the energy. I have the Modern Spellcaster's Tarot here with rose quartz. I have the Everyday Witch Tarot set out here with citrine. And I have the Arcanum Tarot here with yellow quartz. All right, so this is what I'm going to do. I am going to live shuffle, and I will be setting out 3 piles. I will put timestamps in the description. That way, once you select your pile, you'll be able to jump forward easily. All right, friends, that being said, let's get started. Okay, here we are. We have pile number 1, pile number 2, and pile number 3. Now, what I'm going to ask you to do is calm your mind. Think of the question, am I pregnant? See where your attention is drawn. And select your pile. If you need extra time, feel free to pause the video. Otherwise, let's get started. Pile number 1. All right, pile 1. Am I pregnant? Let's find out what is going on with you. All right, we're going to take a look at our oracle card first. All right, nurture all that you love. Wow, that is a wonderful oracle card. What I was thinking was paired with this stone, how perfect, because rose quartz is for love and self-love. Nurture all you love. So this includes nurturing yourself at this time. Yeah, this is looking very, very positive. Let's find out what else we have. This card here, this serves as my energy card. So this will be the strongest energy that the tarot is picking up on regarding your question, and it will influence the rest of our spread. So let's take a look. We've got the 2 of Cups as the primary energy. This is about 2 people coming together. This is about love. This is about an exchange. This card, when I see this pop up in a pregnancy reading, this is my conception card. Looking good. Oh, I can't wait to see this. Let's flip it. Let's flip it. Let's find out. Ooh, honey, it's looking very, very, very positive. Okay, let me explain why. Now, the Two of Cups, like I said, that is the coming together with love and so forth. And in my readings with people, when I've done pregnancy readings, I've determined that this is my conception card. So this looks great. This looks like conceiving. Now, next, wait till I tell you all these great things. We've got the Six of Wands. The Six of Wands is about victory. It's about recognition. Victory, first of all, just sums it up. Conceiving, we're working on conceiving, and victory. So, wow, right there, that sounds awesome. Recognition, and what that means, recognition would mean that you are the one identified as being the victorious or the successful one. So, yeah, because being pregnant, you know what? The spotlight's on you. You have to nurture what you love because you love yourself. You love your child. You need to take care of yourself. This is very important. It's coming through here double, right? Double. Now here, Three of Pentacles. This talks about you will have success based off of your past work. What past work is that? Well, you got to conceive. There you go. So that's part of it. But also, you know, anything that you've been doing. Now, if you've been working with the doctor, if you've been struggling, then this is your card to say all that work was worth it. If you've not been struggling and you have not had to, you know, coordinate with some outside help, this would mean the taking care of your body, the getting your mind set and ready for this child and for this pregnancy. Your body's going to be going through quite a bit. So this is a very positive card. Lastly, we have our Queen of Pentacles, or excuse me, Queen of Wands. The Queen of Wands is who we want to be. The Queen of Wands, this is something, an energy that comes through when we're talking about success. We're talking about happiness. We're talking about doing well and accomplishing anything we set our mind to. This is the card that shows up for like the type of energy that like nothing can go wrong. Like everything's going to work out. Wow. Pile 1. Holy cannoli. This looks good. All right, let's get an outcome. Let's get an outcome card. Let's see what, oh, geez. Let me not spill them, but let's get an outcome card. This is the middle of the deck. So this is my cut card, and this represents the energy of the outcome. Ready? Go. What have we got? King of Pentacles. Oh, boy. The King of Pentacles energy is wonderful energy. The King of Pentacles is all about well, it's a king. So the king is stable, secure energy. This is somebody who's very self-sufficient, somebody who really knows what to do to keep their ducks in a row kind of thing. The King of Pentacles is also somebody who is very much a promoter of things. Well, who would you be promoting right now? Your baby. Promoting them in what way? Well, you're trying to obviously help develop this baby, give this baby the best start that they can have coming out into this fabulous world that we live in. So who are you promoting? You're promoting the successful emergence of this new life. What? Oh my gosh. Pile 1. The cards are suggesting that you very well might be pregnant right now. What I would recommend, being not a medical professional, I am not a medical professional, but what I would recommend is keeping your mind calm, continue to nurture all that you love, which means yourself as well. Nurture that relationship with your partner, you know, and so forth. The cards all say positive things, and you got my conception card. So this implies that you are either pregnant now or you are just about to be. So this is very positive and favorable for you, pile 1. Woo! Gosh, leave me a comment. I was blown away by this. So leave me a comment. Let me know what you think. And of course, if you haven't already, please make sure that you hit subscribe so you never miss out on a video. I would love it if you'd come and update me after you find out what's going on. All right, pile 1, thank you so much for letting me read for you. Pile number 2. All right, pile 2. Let's find out. The question again, am I pregnant? Let's find out. We're going to take a look at our oracle card first. What have we got? Make the sacrifice. All right. Well, make the sacrifice. You can clearly guess that having a baby does involve some sacrifice, right? Sacrifice, of course, while you're pregnant, you have a lot more going on in your body. So there are lots of things, you might feel like you're sacrificing, in terms of your physical ability to get through your day, that kind of a thing. But this is also pointing out some things that you'd have to change, lifestyle changes, monitoring your stress, and you might not be able to do some of the things that you wanted to do. Now, we need to check out and see what these are, but right now, this is really solid advice. Solid advice. Okay, so this card here, this serves as my energy card. So this will be the strongest energy that the tarot is picking up on, and it will also affect the rest of our spread. So let's take a look. Four of Swords. Okay, so the energy we're seeing right now is about resting, relaxing, and planning as you go forward. So, that sounds pretty good. Let's find out how it pulls in. All right, so pile number 2. Are you pregnant? So let's find out. We're taking a rest, which if you're not resting, that's an indication that you might need to. Do you know why? Because right now we have the 10 of Wands. Right after that, the 10 of Wands talks about burden. It talks about carrying a heavy load. We have to make sacrifices when we're carrying a heavy load. Sometimes it's just heavy and we have to carry it. And the sacrifice is we have to keep plowing through. Sometimes to make our load a little less heavy, we need to give up other things in our life, right? We are working toward a healthy body so that we can have a healthy pregnancy and a healthy baby. That's what we're working on. So this card sometimes can imply that it's time to drop some of the extra things that are going on in your life. The extra things that are causing you to need to kind of refocus and move forward. That's what our Four of Swords energy is saying. Kind of take a step back and see, what can I do to make myself in the best physical condition, mental condition, emotional condition for a successful pregnancy. That's what we're looking at. We also are reminded with our citrine that we need to be optimistic and we need to still be carefree and have some fun. It's hard when you're feeling stressed to say, well, oh, gee, let me just turn on the switch and now all of a sudden I'm carefree. Obviously, not as easy as that sometimes. But we need to be very conscious and aware of it. Once you're aware of something, you can change it. You can cause an effect on what's going on with your thoughts. So keep that in mind. Make the sacrifice. Restructure how you're going. You might need to drop some burden here. The nice thing about this card, though, is it is talking about burden, yes, but it talks about the burden of success. So it does have sort of like that silver lining that you will be successful, even though it seems like you're carrying quite a bit right now. It leads in next to the Justice card. Now, the Justice card, as the word implies, is clearly about fairness, about getting what you're owed. It does also talk, though, about balance, things coming together. That's what we're looking at. Now here, based on some of the other things I'm seeing, it might be that you are a little out of balance, right? You are needing to, maybe you got to do a little tweaking. Maybe you've got too much on your plate just in your regular life. And, some things in our regular life, we can't just be like, oh, forget it, I'm not doing that. We have no choice. We have to do it. But you can still find some balance. And if you really look at it, maybe there's some things you don't need to be doing or that you don't need to be stressing over that you are. Maybe you don't need to. Here, our Seven of Pentacles at the end is talking about what that stress might be about. The Seven of Pentacles is all about needing to have patience because you're too worried, too focused, having doubts and concerns. Haven't you ever heard of a family who is trying to get pregnant? They can't. So they decide to adopt. Now, adoption is a wonderful option. So please keep that in mind when I say this. But the minute after they adopt, you know, all of a sudden they're pregnant, right? And it's like, wait a minute, what happened? Well, you know what happened? They stopped focusing and worrying so much about being pregnant. And once they relaxed, that ovulation and conception was able to occur. So this is your answer right there. This is pinpointing what is potentially holding things up for you. You need to be able to make the sacrifice. I have a feeling that is dropping some of the things in your regular everyday life. And it also includes potentially those doubts and those thoughts that are kind of maybe unintentionally blocking things. The answer is to, of course, make some sacrifices, drop some things. You got to get in balance. And the answer is to take a step back, relax, calm your worries, your concerns, and refocus on how you're going to be moving forward. Okay, so let's get an outcome card, because we're not getting a definitive yes or a no, but right now we've got some real solid advice as to how to make this pregnancy happen. So let's take a look. This is the middle of the deck. This is my cut card, and this is the energy of the outcome. Ready? Go. All right, our Knight of Pentacles. All right, things are moving. Pentacles includes health. Pentacles is the suit of like everyday life. So your physical world, which includes health, which would include pregnancy, obviously, right? Well, look at our Knight flying in here on his broom. He's kind of walking through, handing this pregnancy to you. Here you go. But what's going on with our Knight? Our Knight is not up in the air flying. Our Knight is moving, as we can see by his feet and legs, but he's moving slowly. He's planning. He's getting back in check with his thoughts, with his worries. He's dropping some of those things. He's made some sacrifices in life, and handing out that pentacle to you implies that once you kind of get all this in check, here's your positive pregnancy test. Here it is. So pile 2, what it's looking like is that you're not pregnant potentially right now, but that it's right there. It is right there. Our Knight is handing it to you. Here you go. And we have some solid advice as to how to get there. We need to stay calm. We need to think about how to go forward, which potentially involves dropping some things that you're burdened with, the things that we already kind of discussed. But success is there, as we see from our Knight of Pentacles. Ooh, pile 2. This gives hope. I like this. This gives hope. So, yes, so keep doing some of the things you're doing. Drop the things that don't serve you. Take a moment to reflect and think about what it is that you can drop that would help solve some of those worries, concerns that overburden, and get into balance, like our Justice card. And then our Knight's going to take off and hand that to you. Oh, pile 2, drop me a comment. Let me know. Let me know how this reading sounded to you. Also, if you haven't already, please hit subscribe when you head out. It would really help me out, and I never want you to miss out on a video. All right, my friend, thank you so much for letting me read for you. Pile number 3. All right, pile 3. Let us find out what we've got for you. Am I pregnant? Okay, let's take a look at our Oracle card first. Let 2 become 1. Ooh, that is wonderful. Ooh, that's really good. I'm glad that's here. That is awesome. Let 2 become 1, as it implies. Clearly, we know what that means. But, you know, potentially that would be, look at, there's a man and a woman. So we've got our male and our female energy creating something, right? Becoming one. You're creating a new life. Oh my goodness. Okay, you put that with our yellow quartz. And this amplifies energy. So letting 2 become 1. Well, coming together is an important thing, just for the sake of the 2 of you and your own, relationship and emotional well-being. But we're also looking to produce something from 2 becoming 1. Well, this amplifies energy, and this also brings positive vibes to the person who we are talking about. So we're looking at positive energy being amplified with 2 people coming together. Holy cannoli. That's awesome. Okay, So let's see what else we've got. Now, this card here, this serves as my energy card. This is the strongest energy that the tarot is picking up on, and it will affect the rest of our spread. So let's see what we've got. Ready? All right. Woo, the High Priestess. Okay. The High Priestess says you need to kind of pull yourself back. This is the strongest energy coming in. And this talks about you probably have people talking to you, telling you things. Oh, when I was pregnant, blah, blah, blah. When I was trying to get pregnant, blah, blah, blah. You know, and there's a lot going on. Doesn't mean what they're saying is incorrect or wrong or bad, but it does mean it's a little much. You know, it's a little much. So sometimes getting too much advice, things like that, is a little bit overwhelming. And remember, while it's not intended to be disruptive or negative in any way, you sometimes have to put your boundary, out there and say, all right, well, thank you. And maybe you can't say that. Maybe it sounds rude to say that, but you can let it go in one ear and out the other, knowing that it's coming from a good place. So this is what the High Priestess is saying, and it will affect the rest of our cards. So let's see what we've got. Ooh, all right. So we've got some good things coming. Okay. So remember, lots of advice coming in, feeling like we need to just kind of be by ourselves and kind of see things coming. Now, one other thing that I didn't mention that I need to mention is our High Priestess also talks about cycles of the moon, the thought that, the next phase of your life is coming. That's very important, and I should have mentioned it right away. But the fact that you're getting a lot of advice really stands out to me, and I see why, because we have our Eight of Swords. This is feeling like you're kind of trapped by things, by thoughts and ideas, people potentially giving you a lot of things to think about. Now, if you haven't already experienced that, this would imply that this is on its way, and you need to kind of, rise above that, thank them and wish them well and take your own advice, But yes, this does include cycles of the moon, which is very important because, as you know, cycles of the moon are tied in to our own personal female cycles and so on. Feeling trapped a little bit by everybody. However, you don't need to do that. Let two become one. Your partner is your biggest source of, if you're needing to bounce things off of somebody to kind of get back into reality when you're feeling a little, about things. Also, your doctor, let two become one. You need to also consult with your doctor because you know what? That's a little much. Helpful or not, it's a little much. Well, guess what's coming, though? Guess what's coming? We got our Eight of Wands next. Woo! The Eight of Wands, this is about big changes coming. This says brace for change. This says speedy delivery, rapidly changing events. What? So this is it. This is it. I think before we even get to this one, let two become one. I think it's becoming very clear what the answer is going to be. We're moving along very positively. So what are we doing here? We're saying rapidly changing events. Notice, now cards are all about symbolism. So notice the artwork that we have here in our three cards here. Look at this. She's trapped. She's trapped by her thoughts, right? All that advice that we're getting and all maybe those worries, concerns, whatever, trapping, right? But then here comes the change. Here comes the conception. Here comes the baby, the positive pregnancy test, rapidly changing events. Holy cow. Where are those wands going? They're shooting right over here into our Queen of Cups. Well, why is that important? Because the Queen of Cups, this is the card that pops up for an energy that is about being the best spouse, being the best mother, being the best friend. And I'm not even kidding you. This card pops up too when we have a little bit of a highlight to let us know that this is a moody kind of energy. Moody. Well, what happens when you're pregnant? I mean, you're going to have moods because your hormones are going insane. Plus, you have a lot on your mind. Obviously, you got some big changes coming. So this is talking about you personally and how things are going to go. Now, it is a court card. Court cards typically, not always, but typically represent personality types. I think this is you. This is you, mama. Ooh, Oh my goodness, we got to get another one. We want an outcome card, but I'll tell you what, this is all looking like a yes right now, that the cards are picking up on something right now that is leaning toward a yes. So let's see what's going on in our cut card. This is the middle of the deck, so this is the energy of the outcome. Ready? Go. What? Six of Wands. No way. Guess what the Six of Wands says? Victory. Victory. I'm not kidding. This is the victory card. So this looks to me, pile 3, like you are going to be seeing a positive pregnancy test. This is looking very favorable. And the victory here also stands for recognition that you are the one singled out for the victory. Well, clearly, you are the mother, you are the ovulator, you are the incubator, and you are the nurturer that is going to make this baby grow. So, of course, it's about you, right? Ooh, pile 3, I got chills on this one. This is looking very favorable. So the cards are saying that you very likely are pregnant. If right now something happens or something changes, you know, it still implies that it is a very, very pending very soon. I would be shocked if you are not. So let me know. I'm dying. You've got to drop a comment. Let me know what's going on with you this month. Let me know if it does turn out to be a positive pregnancy test. I would love to hear what's going on with you. And of course, before you head out, please make sure you hit subscribe. It means so much to me. And also, I never want you to miss out on a video. All right, my friend, I am so excited. Thank you so much for letting me read for you.